I want to know what the hell is going on. What the hell is going on?
3, 2, 1.
What the hell? Perfect. What the hell is going on? Tell me.
Happy holidays! I hope you're enjoying all the snow, or the palm trees, or the mud. Whatever it is, wherever you're at, I hope you're enjoying what's happening outside and inside. And hi, welcome to Screen Share and Chill. I'm Kelly.
It's
Keith.
screen share all the way.
Yeah, it's screen share all the way.
Oh, you're right. It's jingle all. Scream share all the way.
Nope,
Scream share all the way.
Screen share.
Screen share. So it's a little bit of both. We're gonna terrorize you and then give you a present at the end.
Are we getting a present at the end, or are we getting terrified at the end with crappy movies that Keith is picking?
Hey, to some people that's the same thing.
Who is this woman talking? I don't know who she is.
I
haven't heard her name yet.
Oh, I'm Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
I'm Jamie the Annoyed.
Jamie, the perpetually annoyed. That kind of comes with being a Detroit Lions fan, right? Oh,
yes.
So it's the holiday season, and this is Screen Share all the way. What movie did we watch? What are we going to talk about?
A very merry Muppet Christmas movie.
Oh, that sounds wholesome as hell.
We as a trio, we take turns making each other watch movies. Last week it was my movie for the holiday season, and I picked Home Alone 2, Lost in Tim Curry. This week, Jamie has picked A Very Muppet Christmas. Tell us, Jamie, why'd you pick A Very Muppet Christmas?
Mostly because the Muppets are always tied to Christmas for me. I told the story last year about how I believed in Santa Claus way longer than I should have because of something that happened during a Muppet movie. So they are inexplicably tied to my head for the rest of my life. And I love the Muppets, and we all love the Muppets. And I'd never seen this one until last year, and you guys had never seen it, so.
It's a good pick.
That's funny. So for you, the Muppets and Christmas are indelibly linked.
Yes, absolutely.
What about, is that the same thing with you, Keith, or?
Not particularly, no.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I'm like, not to shame what you're doing at all. It's just, different people have different life experiences, but like the Muppets are more on the line of like Sesame Street as like an all year round kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think of, but, that's awesome. Cause I didn't watch this movie. I didn't see this movie up until recently, and I didn't see, A Muppet Christmas Carol when we reviewed that. Feels like forever ago. I had not seen that either, so that's maybe why I don't associate as much, because I didn't really have a lot of the. Did you put this on every year? And
No, I've never seen this one before until last year.
Just like the Muppets in general for
Yes,
Christmas.
yes.
It was definitely a yearly tradition.
Yep, for me.
Awesome. Well, let's see what kind of tips and behind the scenes information do we have for A Very Muppet Christmas?
It is rated 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. So that's pretty good. And it was nominated for 2 awards.
Hopefully not like Razzies or something.
It was a made-for-TV thing, right? For NBC? Is that?
Yep. Primetime Emmy Awards of 2003 for Outstanding Music and Lyrics. And a Golden Satellite Award nominee for Best Youth DVD.
This was made for TV?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
That's where the commercials were coming in. The little black spots.
All the fade-outs and all the NBC.
Yeah, I just thought
the thing.
That's awesome, because like this was really well done for, this feels like a full-length film is what it feels like. This feels like you go to the theater to watch this. I don't know. Was that just me, or did y'all? Because even the cast list: David Arquette, Joan Cusack, Matthew Lillard, William Macy, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah,
Jesus,
it's
the entire cast of Scrubs.
Yeah, the entire cast of Scrubs for one scene. And when I saw the entire cast of Scrubs, I thought they were going to be a focal point in the whole story. No, they're just here for one scene to mock Miss Piggy and get pissed off at her.
As she acts like her typical diva self.
One of the only times you'll ever see that Miss Piggy is physically like overcome by another person.
Oh yeah, they're holding her down.
Yeah, in the Muppet universe, nobody is stronger than Miss Piggy, except for the nurse from Scrubs.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
This film marks the first time that Janice spoke since the death of Richard Hunt, so that was neat to have her voice back. Well, a different voice, but still.
Aww. Yeah.
But no, it was aside from the commercial like fade-ins that were clearly there, it did feel like you could have put it in theaters if you wanted to. If you just edited it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe it was the note taking or something like that, but the fading in and out didn't really strike me as all that. It didn't feel TV to me. It felt like just, I don't know,
An editorial
maybe
choice.
I was just having a good time. Yeah, it felt like they were just doing that because they wanted to have a clear cut in between these two scenes. But I'm also a huge Star Trek fan, so having a fade to commercial it barely registers in my mind anymore.
So that's really all I have for nifty information.
Snoop Dogg was originally cast in a cameo role, but his scene was removed due to backlash over his involvement in adult entertainment at the time, specifically Girls Gone Wild. And nowadays, he's like, you think of him with Martha Stewart now, you know, like he's not.
God, I love that lighter ad where it's like great for lighting candles, and Snoop Dogg is like, and other things.
Yeah, like you look at how the culture has shifted around Snoop Dogg. He's considered family entertainment now. Before he couldn't even be in a Muppets movie as a cameo because people were like, that motherfucker is in that porno video.
Yeah, right.
The Joe Snow character is a reused, redressed puppet from the 1998 Michael Keaton film Jack Frost. That's
holy
really
shit!
good.
I can see that now. Now that you've said it, they put a mustache on it, and it's just that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you could tell that was like, even when you were watching it on screen, that's part of the reason why I felt like the production values were so high, because even that by itself, I was like, holy fuck, it almost looks like really good CGI. Mm-hmm. Because it's such a good suit or whatever, however they do it. I don't know if it's with heavy puppetry or if it's mainly a suit or what. But
well, with all that out of the way, I suppose that it's time to tell a story. It's story time. We're all festive. It's holiday season. Everyone's feeling cheerful and wholesome. So Kelly, I would love if you would tell us about the time you broke Fallout 4 by sucking the mayor's dick.
Oh, that's that time. Yeah, that was an interesting time. So I'm playing Fallout 4. I used to play it back in the day, played a lot. If anybody's not familiar, it's post-apocalyptic. You're running around RPG where you're like making all these decisions. Well, I modded the shit out of my Fallout 4, which is like you can make all these changes and people write these programs to change your game. And the one I found a sex mod where you could like initiate sex with random people, and you could make people have. Hey, I have never done. I'm not one of those people that combines my porn and video games. No, I generally don't do this. Sure, I swear to God, I would admit it. You know me well enough. I would fucking admit it if I did. But I keep my porn and my video games separate because they're two different parts of my brain. So, but I decided to install it because I was about to give up on Fallout 4. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to install everything I can fucking think of, see if anything is any fun anymore, because I played this game so many times. So I installed the sex mod, and I was having fun with finding different ways to break it by like initiating the sex mod right when cutscenes would start and stuff like that. So there's a scene in Fallout 4 where you're at this town. It's like a city inside Fenway Park. Yeah, Diamond City. And the mayor is giving a speech to the gathered citizens. And there's only like 8, 9, 10 citizens in the crowd or whatever. Well, while he's giving the speech, I decided to go up, and you have the story slightly wrong. I decided to go up and make him give me a blowjob.
Okay.
Why do you do this?
Sorry. I'm sorry I misspoke.
Yeah, he's standing there doing his thing of like, people of Diamond City, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden over, he gets down on his knees and he starts glug, glug, glugging. And somehow his voice is uninterrupted. No surprise to anybody that plays video games. Nothing interrupted the voice line.
Because he has amazing skill.
Yeah, he's just very
amazing
skilled.
skill.
He's got amazing oral talents. We'll just put it that way. And he's glug, glug, glugging, and after like 30 seconds of this happening, the speech is still happening, and people in the audience, now you never know how a computer's going to respond, right? Well, people in the audience just start standing up and just staring at what's going on in front of them.
Like, rightly
and
so.
Nobody says anything, nobody does anything, except for like 5 people stand up, 3 of which just completely remove their clothes out of nowhere. And at the end of the speech, everybody filters out and goes about their lives, except for those 3 people that had taken off their clothes. Now the game is perpetually broken where those 3 people never ever fucking move from that location. So as I play the game, I would come into town and I would see those 3 naked people staring at the empty stage where the mayor once had a town meeting where he sucked a stranger's dick and everybody calmly walked away from it.
He called everybody in the city together because I know the scene, I know the location. It's literally a stage with like the Fenway Park lights like shining down on it. It's like
it's a little stage, but it's a stage.
Thank you for gathering, everyone. Now watch this.
While continuing his speech,
walks away.
Like, this is the new ventriloquist challenge. Like, you're not really a ventriloquist until you can manage that.
So when I play video
games,
I
love that I broke those 3 people. That it felt like the computer was like, "Well, should we join in?"
Right? Yeah, it's like they had their sexual awakening as you as you got filleted by.
I am Spartacus. I am Spartacus.
Yeah. When I play video games, I play very immersively. You know, I'm like, well, my character wouldn't know this, so he wouldn't do this, or you know, I'm just like I inhabit the character. I play it. So to do that, I have to think of the NPCs, the AI, you know, models and stuff that are in these games as people and citizens, and so it is uproariously funny to me to consider the mind of the NPC watching this unfold. Like, so he called us here for this speech, and then he gets down and just starts sucking this random stranger who wandered into town off on stage. How about that? I think A, I'm going to leave, or B, let me take off all my clothes and never do anything again.
I just wish after the fact I was so amazed by the way everything turned out. I was like, man, I should have recorded this.
Yeah.
If I was a streamer and that happened, I'd be rich and famous now. So
or banned.
Standard rich and famous contract like Kermit the Frog had.
I don't know. I think you probably would have violated the TOS of whatever you were streaming on, because that sounds a little spicy.
It was FetLife.
I don't know. I can just put some Japanese a grid of garbledness. You know,
sure. Yeah.
The sensor block. And there is no actual glug 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 noise. That's what's so confusing too, because in his actions he's but you can hear him. People of Diamond City, I have important news to tell you.
The synth menace,
synth invasion. The synth invasion is not real. Who's that guy you're sucking off? What's going on?
1, stop making that noise. 2, now that noise is intrinsically tied to the Muppets Forever.
Oh God!
Let's talk about the good.
Wait, so Editing Kelly could combine that noise with the noise that you made. All we need is Jamie too, and then I can make an audio porno.
Yeah, great. But let's talk about the good of the Muppets.
Right off the bat, the credits, I'm watching the credits and I see the normal Muppet credits, we know the Jim Henson cast and all that going on. And then you see the cast of Scrubs and Mel Brooks and they start going down this cavalcade of stars. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, even before we have an opening line, I'm already kind of like my eyes are open going, okay. It's kind of like the Prince of Egypt or whatever that movie was when we saw the cast and we're like, just holy shit. This movie has a lot of pedigree behind it.
I have this in my good just because it was very funny to me. Did anybody clock there's 2 Muppets that are kissing on a bench? And
that is my second note.
An old man sitting next to them who's like creepily checking them out.
Yep.
And it's funny
watching the Muppets kisses right there.
Yep. It's funny because he's giving them the same exact look that Donald Trump gave Kevin McAllister as he walked away.
Yep. And he's a real person. He is not a Muppet.
Yeah. A human man is getting his jollies by watching the Muppets, encouraging the Muppets to kiss more fiercely next to him.
Hey, don't knock it, man.
My first note is literally Muppets. Muppets with 4 exclamation points. That's my first good note. I just love the Muppets.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with the Muppets. I'm just going to put this out there because these 2 phrases that shouldn't be words that go together. But through the course of this, I wrote down sexy chickens and horny shrimp. Interspecies erotica is back in a big way because it's the Muppets.
It's the Muppets. Yeah, it's like it's synonymous with their brand, wholesomeness and interspecies fucking.
Yep.
Chasing that chicken.
I definitely have bitter buns as a lovely little term of endearment.
I loved bitter buns.
Yes.
I loved bitter buns. And the way it was delivered too, like half playfully, half lovingly, but like it's like you would say to your partner if they're having a little grumpy wumpy day kind of thing, like, oh, look at Miss Bitter Buns. And it's like it would be so infuriating if somebody said that to you.
Right,
That's
like while you're mad and they're trying to call you a pet name, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Mr. Bitter Buns?
Yeah.
Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you.
And it was said by the Horny Shrimp, so.
Yes, speaking of
Mr. PP.
Yeah, PP Pepe. Shout out to PP Pepe, the Horny Shrimp. His voice actor is so good. Just like the little things that he adds, like, and like after everything he says. Yeah.
I'm curious how much of that is improvisation, because it feels like there's some real comedic chops coming through there. It doesn't feel like that was written in a writer's room. It felt like some of that was written on stage.
Right.
And I love that.
That's someone inhabiting the character. Yeah, the voice actor inhabits the character.
Some of the best comedy, like a blowjob on stage, is improv.
Yeah, completely improv. Yep.
His name is Bill Beretta. That is the voice actor's name.
Well, he does a magnificent job.
Beretta.
Yeah.
And that character has a high chance of being annoying as fuck, and we all know it.
Oh, yeah.
And he even borderline rides that, but somehow he stays just barely in the, I want to like you. Don't fuck this up, kid. I want to like you.
He also does the voice for the Swedish Chef and Johnny Fiamma, or whatever, the lounge singer guy.
Oh, so he's just one of the standard cast for the show. Yeah. It's not like they brought on a comedian or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, he might also be a comedian, but yeah.
I mean, he works with the Muppets.
I love that Triumph, the insult comic dog, was in this out of nowhere. Like, wow, talk about a blast from the past. Like, I guess this was Triumph's time, so this would make sense around this time, but for me, it was both
to poop on!
Oh, I remember him, and oh god, I remember when I used to be into that humor.
I mean, hey, the him going to the Star Wars premiere is one of the greatest videos that exists on the internet, in my opinion. So.
Seriously, have you ever talked to a woman without having to give your credit card number?
All the gift exchanges in the beginning are very good because it's like, I sold my so-and-so to buy you this, and they're like, well, I sold my so-and-so to buy you this, and like they sold the things, and there's several layers of that happening. But then I forget who it was. Was it one of the bears? No, it was the orangutan.
Yes.
It was like, I sold my whatever to get you this gold record player for the lounge singer, and he's just like, thanks. Like, he didn't get him anything.
Yeah. And then the orangutan's like, jerk.
Yeah.
And he's constantly referencing like, a gift, like a gold record player. I love the idea that it was, if you really dig deep down, the whole message was that like they had their friendship and that was really what mattered. Like them just hanging out, the two of them for Christmas would have been all the gift either one of them should have needed, and enjoying each other's company.
Except for the lounge singer.
Yeah, except for the lounge singer. And the lounge singer didn't do anything wrong either. No. Like, he just said thanks. It just wasn't, it was that, I don't know if I can accept your thanks. It doesn't feel very genuine.
Right.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry to bother you, but I don't think that we can accept your acceptance of our apology. It just doesn't really seem like you mean it.
Matthew Lillard showing up as an avant-garde French director, and he proclaims that I don't even stink, and I believe it's Gonzo who's like, yeah, it's a different kind of smell. It was like Gonzo being nice. But also, I wanted to note, like, I would pay serious money to go watch like an avant-garde Muppet play, like he was setting up with those big weird Muppet guys in the background and everything. I would buy tickets to that.
Little Luc Fromage.
Doesn't that remind you of just like, hey, whenever they take a major franchise and they're like, we're going to reboot this franchise and we're going to remove everything that made this franchise popular to begin with, and we're going to make it something completely fucking different. We're going to make Superman, but we're going to make him weak. And we're going to make him not be able to fly. We're going to make him have the ability to crawl. Like, well, then just call him something else, buddy.
Right.
Right.
When Kermit is calling all the people trying to get Star Power to come to the show, and he calls Molly Shannon, and she goes off on this whole rant about like how she was basically stalking Kermit
Yeah.
until he got a
Wasn't it
restraining
that-
order.
Didn't she say something about getting pregnant from him too or something?
No, she broke into his house and redecorated the whole thing, and he didn't. Like,
Oh, right.
Until and then the police were called.
And if you're fumbling somebody like Molly Shannon, I'm sorry, Kermit, Kerman or whatever PP was
Kermit,
calling
yeah.
him.
Pepe calls him Kermit.
I love in the subtitles, Kerman was always in quotes too. Like the subtitles were like, "Don't worry, kids, it's not his real name."
He did get it right at the end. Finally, Pepe called him Kermit.
Yeah, of course.
This movie does a lot of Christmas stuff, and it does a whole lot of like spoofs, right? Like what we'll be talking about later, it does the Moulin Rouge thing, and then it does the It's a Wonderful Life is like the two mashups of the main ideas there.
What though? Really? Like, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt your point, but I was even looking at that as it was happening. I'm thinking, okay, so this wasn't like a mashup of a bunch of different Christmas movies or a bunch of different movies. Period. It was just two. A very Christmas movie, It's a Wonderful Life, and Moulin Rouge? Question mark?
Why?
I'm saying this as a fan of Moulin Rouge. Like, what? But anyways, we'll talk about that more. Go ahead and make your point. I'm sorry.
That was it. I was just outlining that it's some of the best Muppet endeavors are when they are spoofing and parodying things, and that's where the question that we usually ask at the end of our episodes come from. Mm-hmm. Like, we want to see all these movies done by the Muppets, and so that's I just appreciate that aspect of them they've always had a bit of parody / spoof edge to what they do.
I still want to see a Muppets Matrix.
I'm just curious why they stopped at 2 and just these 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like if you're gonna make a movie now, that by itself, if they did a very Muppet Christmas and the whole movie was just them spoofing on all these well-known Christmas movies and maybe a couple non-Christmas movies, that's great. I'm down for that. But why just these 2? How did Moulin Rouge? Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe we should just talk about it. Maybe
okay,
we should just talk about Moulin Rouge.
Let's do it.
All right, so what we do now is we take a look at one scene in the movie, one scene that really stood out to us, whether it was good, bad, funny, or something else, and we put a spotlight on it. We're calling it our Scene Spotlight. I know, very creative name. And in this movie, they have a large scene, like behind the scenes, listener. We were talking beforehand, we're thinking, is this Moulin Rouge scene, is it a scene, or is it just a segment of the movie? Because, I don't know, it lasts 10 minutes, a half hour,
7 minutes,
7 hours. I don't know. It felt like it kept going. At first I was like, a Moulin Rouge reference. And then another minute goes by and I'm like, oh, the Moulin Rouge reference is still going. And then another minute went by and I'm like, are they just going to do the whole fucking play? I mean, what are they doing here?
They pretty much did.
Starts with Kermit being given a huge mug of absinthe, which is very funny to me.
Here's to you, Dad.
No,
Hey,
it was
that's
green
Moulin
root
Rouge.
beer.
Green root beer.
Yeah, with the green fairy, sure it was.
Yes.
It was.
I liked that they pretended that there was a way that they could have made that green fairy appear like that on a stage and not on a screen.
Right.
Well, it makes sense when you're seeing all the wires and everything. I mean, the Muppets doing a stage show on film is the greatest. Like, that's 3 layers of separation,
Right.
so it kind of makes more sense in my brain.
And they all had like legitimate Moulin Rouge costuming, like Fozzie
For
was
sure.
the conductor.
Zidler.
Yeah, the guy, and that's where I wrote down "sexy chickens" at, because of course Gonzo's chickens were the Moulin Rouge dancing girls.
Which surprisingly, like one of the only times, if not the only time, the chickens really make an appearance in this movie.
Yeah, not a lot of chicken fucking in this one.
This was light on the chicken fucking. It was still there.
Yeah, it was implied.
And when they're around, they're still in those those showgirl outfits. So
Implied chicken fucking.
But okay, so as a big fan of Moulin Rouge, and I mean this is no surprise to anybody that knows me, but I fucking love Moulin Rouge. And that's one of those movies where I've watched it a bunch of times. I have large portions committed to memory, that kind of thing. So I'm a big fan of Moulin Rouge, the movie at least. I've never seen the live show. But as a fan of the movie, watching this segment, it was really fucking close. Like even the set design and like the Nature Boy opening where they're doing the zoom in on the black and white, the windmill. Everything was so right out of the movie. Even the little segments where they're like spinning the camera around a la Titanic. It was, to me, that's what was so remarkable, is this was done not as like a subtle nod at he, look at Moulin Rouge, what a silly movie. This was done by somebody that really likes the movie. It was still mocking the movie, but it feels different when it's mocking it from a point of, hey, I have seen this movie a lot, and isn't it funny how this happens? Rather than, haha, Moulin Rouge, people dancing to modern music, how stupid.
Right.
And so it felt more genuine, and it felt like, even as a fan of the movie, I could enjoy this mocking of it, because it was made by somebody that knew their shit. They've seen this movie as much as I have.
Miss Piggy got her chance to shine in her super awesome showgirly way, and then also got to show her sense of humor when she's like, quit singing different songs, I can't remember which one I'm supposed to sing.
Yeah, she stops it. We keep switching songs, I don't remember which song is, and you guys were both here, and I like, no, that's the way the movie works. Yes.
Yep.
We go from the Beatles to Luther Vandross to whatever.
It's mashup heaven. The Moulin Rouge is mashup heaven, and she was not having it at that moment.
And it's what they call a jukebox musical, Miss Piggy. Just get used to it. Then again, you could tell she's not really hip to current methods of media, as we see when she does interact with the Scrubs. And I will say that's not in my good or bad. Right? Yeah, the Moulin Rouge scene, that would definitely be our scene spotlight.
Swedish chef having an argument with Beaker. Excellent.
That was great.
How did the thing we all needed and we didn't realize until now?
Yeah,
like,
right.
I want that to be a longer scene in itself. I want that to be a whole like bit where these two are trying to communicate. It's like having a whole scene in Star Wars where Chewie and R2 are talking.
Yeah.
Like, give it to me. I want to see this. Let me figure it out. Make it funny.
The funny thing is, it was a heated exchange for the briefest of moments.
Their arms were flailing about.
Well, of course they couldn't fucking understand each other.
They seemed like they could. Maybe they can.
Now, you have your gripes about the scrub scene, but isn't that where the Miss Piggy was in rare form in this movie, by the way? But isn't that where like the best line in the movie potentially comes from, where she gets fired by the director and says, "You wouldn't know talent if it hit you in the eye," and it's about to.
Yeah, I love that. You wouldn't know talent if it hit you in the eye. And it's about to. The way she says it in a growl, I love it. Yep. Miss Piggy is definitely she is the Tim Curry in Home Alone 2 for me. She is the star of this fucking show, and she may not be the protagonist necessarily, but she is my hero. So much so that, you know how you have that list of 5 celebrities you're allowed to have sex even if you're in a monogamous relationship? I think Miss Piggy is making my top 5. It's gone beyond appreciation. I think it's just full blown. I got a crush on Miss Piggy, and I have to be honest with myself. I'm not a furry, except for Miss Piggy.
I even liked the line where she said, where they're like saying something about how she's just supposed to lay there and be dead, and she's like, "It's called acting, sweetie." She's got so much attitude. Yeah. You can't help but love her.
She's such a jerk to everybody around her. She's
such a diva. She is the definition of a diva.
I love her. I can change her.
right after her big number, when she comes out and she's like, "Kermie, what were the top 10 things you loved about my performance?" And he's like,
in detail.
He's like, "Oh, well, there's so many, I can't narrow it down to just 10." And he's like, "Oh, I'm doing this later. I'm going to be excellent in that as well."
And she also tells him, "You better try."
Yeah.
Can't narrow it down to just 10. You better try.
Yeah.
The corporate synergy line where they're like, "Corporate synergy is out of control," and you immediately get the NBC ding dee dee. And
it's on Kermit's foot, like he raises his foot and the logo's there. Yeah.
It was the actual Bell Trio rings or whatever. It was the whole movie. There's so much anti-NBC stuff that I was like, what the fuck? Because here again, I thought this was just a movie released into theaters, so I'm like, why do the Muppets have such a hard-on for fucking NBC? What's going on behind the scenes there? But yeah, and that did make it to my good column is the part that I wrote down is the NBC logo at the very end.
Yeah.
Because of course we watch the credits
Immediately.
It's a song, and the whole movie ends with do 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 and the NBC logo, and it felt like the
Last joke,
punchline
yeah,
to a very long joke. Yeah.
Mhm. We're sorry to interrupt your wonderful listening experience, but it's time for us to do that thing we don't like to do, which is talk about ourselves. Obviously, we all hate that, right?
Hey, speak for yourself, Jamie.
Okay, so the rest of us, other than Kelly, hate to do that.
Well,
But-
I don't want anyone. I don't want anyone to really like be aware of me. I just want them to hear me and my opinions and agree with me. But that's it.
Right, but you don't
Yeah,
want
the
to talk
positive
about
opinions,
yourself.
we want all of those.
Yeah.
The negative opinions, don't want to hear any of them.
You want to talk about things and not about yourself. See, there's a difference. But what we would love for you to do is to share us with your friends. Share links to the show. Talk about it in our Discord, our different social media places. Share our links with your friends. Let them know how cool we are.
Give your lovers an ultimatum that if they don't start listening to us, that you're gonna leave their ass.
Because you're too cool for them.
The two longest lasting gifts you can give your lover are venereal disease and screen share and chill. That's been verified by science. So
What a
do
lovely
you love your
comparison.
partner? Do you not want to give them venereal disease? Give them us instead. We'll
That's
do
right.
the venereal disease part for you.
Yes, we are a good substitute for venereal disease.
Speaking of spreading and going viral,
Why do you do this?
discuss our shows on all of our different social media platforms. We have YouTube, Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Bing Bong, Slide, all the new.
Wait, hold up. There, Bing Bong. I don't think
I
that's
was
a real one,
trying to
Kelly.
make a prediction as to what they're going to be called in the future, and the way naming conventions are going,
Okay.
it's going to get simpler and simpler for the average person because the average person's getting dumber and dumber. So it's going to be shit like Bing Bong and Bloop and Fart and shit like that. That's what
I shit you not. I was Bloop was in my mind. Don't forget to rebloop us. You know.
Bloop all over
That
our
should
show,
scare you, Keith.
guys.
That should not be a point of pride.
We just kind of bloop ourselves.
Don't move
But what's the
ourselves.
best place if you want to actually interact with us? What's the number one place to find us?
Well, we're all huge nerds, and we hang out on Discord because we're chronically online, and there's a couple people there that get to, you know, we powwow with. Our friend of the pod, Adam, hangs out there. You should check out his music, by the way. Adam Emond.
Yes,
I
yes,
got
it's
it
like
right this
almond
time?
with an E. Yeah.
Hey. Yes, exactly.
And our super listener
You can
Mike is
find
there
the
sometimes
information-
too. The guy that won our first contest, our first tier
Yes.
list. He's there every once in a while.
Yes. Original super listener Mike, also known as Spike. You can find our Discord information plastered all over our socials, specifically Facebook. So come join us and have a good time. Have a little chat. Stay a while.
And then
won't
if you really wanted to help us, you could throw some reviews on any of your podcasting listening devices. So Spotify, Apple, YouTube, whatever. Just throw a review in there. Give us 5 stars. Tell us what you like about us. We'll read about it. We'll read it on one of our ads or maybe one of our shows sometime.
And if you really extra double like us, you can reach within really deep and just give us some of your money.
Goat see
Because
some money
one,
to us.
we
That's what
deserve
Keith is telling you.
That's what I heard too.
I don't believe those
Reach
words I used, but
deep
if
into
that's-
there. We're talking elbow deep.
In that hole. Deep. In that hole.
shit.
I don't think they're gonna want to give us any money after this. But on the off chance,
But what if they feel it in their cockles?
yes, if you feel us in your cockles, then please reach deep within yourself and take a visit to Ko-Fi, where you can rent us a movie to watch. Because, you know, it ain't free to watch all these movies. There's so many different streaming services and so many things that aren't on streaming services that we have to rent, and to keep us from having to, do anything of a nefarious nature, rent us a movie. It would help us out. Or you can also pay to force us to watch a movie of your choice, and we will watch it. It's not guaranteed that we'll like it. or if it's a movie you hate and you want us to hate it, it's not guaranteed that we'll hate it, but we will watch it. And
You
we
say
will
pay
talk
us so
about
we won't do anything nefarious. It makes me think of like the three of us getting dressed up to go like rob a little old lady of her lunch money so that we can pay for
No. It's insurance money, you know. You wouldn't want nothing bad.
Like you wouldn't want anybody to kick your cane out from underneath you. Boop.
Yeah, so rent us a movie.
We're here for your protection.
Back to the show.
Bouncer Beaker also.
Yes, big muscles.
Big buff Beaker.
Well,
he's right up there with Stripper Stewart or whatever his name is.
Scooter. Yeah, so this is part of the It's a Wonderful Life, showing Kermit what would have happened to all the Muppets if he had never been born. And their theater is
and they go to a bad version of reality. And
Yeah.
I fucking love that bad version. The bad Muppet universe is cool.
Scooter is a sexy leather dancer in a cage, and he's like getting
The
down.
9 Inch Nails
Yeah.
Closer is what it sounds like kind of song.
Yeah. So
He
that
wants to fuck you like an animal.
that and
Which is a fitting turn of phrase,
Right.
considering it's Muppets.
right. And but yeah, Bouncer Beaker with his big bulgy arms and deep voice and tattoos is pretty good as well. Me, like kicking him out. Another part of that, the It's a Wonderful Life, when David Arquette as the angel comes to revive him on the park bench, and he like pulls out the hairdryer and he's like hot breath on him, and when Kermit comes to, he's like, "Who are you and why are you breathing on me?
Why are you breathing? Oh, that was so good.
Yeah. Got a good laugh out of me.
I don't know if anybody else feels the opposite that I do, and I feel like I might be alone in this, but for some reason, I really dug the Steve Irwin impersonator.
The reason that I couldn't get into it is because all I was doing is thinking, who the fuck is that? I felt like I was supposed to know who that guy was.
You definitely weren't, because he's not somebody who has done anything else.
Yeah, so I don't know.
He's just a Steve Irwin impersonator, and not a very good one necessarily. And that's why it's kind of funny, because they're leaning into the fact that this is a really dumb version. This is a off-brand C-tier Steve Irwin impersonator, and for some reason it got me, and I thought he was fun to watch.
Speaking of, that is the other portion of the mashup. It's not as time consuming as that, but the whole Grinch thing, they had literal like who people with their weird mouse faces and stuff going after Fozzie
they sure did
after he got painted.
It made it into my list, but not in this column.
I did like his little curly Q hair though. That was funny, seeing Fozzie with the dog painted up green with his little curly Q. A Yoda cameo. I'm always happy to see a Star Wars reference.
I did not see the Yoda cameo.
I don't remember seeing that either.
Come on, when he's taking him to all the different worlds, and or like when he's trying to get to the world without him, and he even said the do or do not, there is no try, they only showed him from the back. God, were you guys watching the movie? What's wrong with you?
I totally
there
missed
are
that.
a lot of times where I'm writing a note or something like that, and I miss something small. There are times where I'm writing a note and I look up and I'm like, wait, how the fuck what? Okay.
To quote,
I don't want to interrupt and be like, hey y'all, how did that guy get over there?
To quote David the android, "You're so disappointing to me."
Won't be the first time, won't be the last.
I have a lifetime of disappointing my parents to pile on to that, so you're fine, man. I'm used to disappointing people. Hey, it's part of my brand. Insert glug 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 noises in front of a crowd.
Speaking of your brand, how about when Miss Piggy was the psychic caller?
Oh yeah, the psychic phone network operator, just like you in real life.
Yeah, alternate Piggy. I love her too. She's got a pretty good life. Like I know the movie's trying to frame her as a loser, but I'm looking at her life like, lady, she's got an apartment in a major city. She can afford it with her online psychic business or her phone psychic business. She's got cats. She's got, kitsch all over her apartment. Yeah, she didn't do her dishes, but if not doing dishes means you're a failure, then baby, a lot of us are fucked. That's all I'm saying. I'm going down and I'm taking y'all with me. So
we get a nice little nod back to Doc Hopper's frog legs from the very first Muppet movie.
Mm-hmm.
He was never there to thwart them.
And they didn't lean on it. They just said, hey, there's that restaurant with frog legs and you see Doc Hopper's. So those of us that watched the first movie are like, oh.
And that's what I was going to say. Most people that saw this one probably didn't even remember that because, if you're a kid watching it, you wouldn't have seen that first one unless your parents literally showed it to you.
And that doesn't feel like a member berry that way. It just
Right.
feels like a consistency in the universe.
Yep.
It didn't even take up 3 seconds of screen time. So move on. Nobody talked about it. They just showed it.
Yep.
It's in the background. Okay, so this is in my good column, but I brought it up, and I think we all kind of agree that this movie had a lot of small chuckles. This movie felt like a Mel Brooks comedy. I know he's just in it as a voice. I know he didn't write the jokes or anything like that, but this felt like a Mel Brooks comedy where throughout the movie, I might not have been laughing really loud a lot of times, but there were long portions where I'm just going, yep. And it's entertaining because nothing lands like a brick, but nothing is horrible either. So,
And there's a few highlights, that literally got laugh out louds from us. So,
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
if you're sustaining me with chuckles and giving me a few laugh out loud moments, I think have been probably successful.
Put it this way: at first, I was going to start writing down those moments that really got me laughing, but 10 minutes into the movie, I realized that would be a list all in itself, and I'd be sitting here writing the entire time because there were several laugh out loud moments. It wasn't just 2 or 3. So
I love at the end when I believe it was Pepe again who said, "Getting revenge on your enemies is what Christmas is all about."
Yes.
It's a wonderful.
Well. The reason for the season, and Joan Cusack comes out, money.
Right.
The Fear Factor rat cage scene.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Really? I was spit taking my coffee and looking at the screen wide eyed with the what the fuck going on. Basically in the bad alternative, where everybody's gone wrong and everything. It kind of reminded me of a RoboCop clip where they're showing the cartoons or the commercials on TV, and the commercials for Fear Factor with Joe Rogan. And the premise is that there's a cage large enough to fit over a human's head, and there's also a rat in the cage. And Joe Rogan says,
Your next stunt, you're gonna have to face off against a filthy, disease-ridden rat.
Hey.
Are you ready? All right, if you pass this test, you will then have to eat the disgusting rat.
What?
Here we go.
That
Release
was
the
not in
divider.
my contract.
3, 2, 1, go! What a disgusting show. All right, go ahead, eat the rat. First bite's the hardest part.
"You have to eat the rat, eat the rat." And she's like, "No!" And then the rat's like, "No!"
Yeah.
And everybody's just screaming at each other. And then the last scene, you see her her mouth open, ah, like she's trying to bite the rat. Yeah. And the rat's going, "What are you doing, lady?" And that was just so fucking funny to me.
Take note that Joe Rogan appears in the bad universe.
Yes.
Yeah, in the bad universe, Fear Factor is the kind of shit that's on TV 24/7.
Yeah.
Hey, our current timeline is fucked up in a million ways, but at least that no.
Yeah.
We have to deal with Joe Rogan being a political figure. Never mind.
Yeah, it would probably be
Never mind.
better
I
if
take
he
it
was
back.
quarantined to Fear Factor.
Eat the rat.
Yeah.
Eat the rat.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Joe, eat the rat.
that line about that is actually in my good as well, which is where David Arquette's character says, "In a world where you never existed, Kermit, everything's been altered. Without you, 90% of television primetime is reality shows."
Feel like we may have gotten there.
Yeah, we kind of burst that bubble a bit though.
Yeah.
People are just tired of the reality TV now. But then again, I still see people at work and people in life talking about whatever reality TV show, like Big Brother or whatever the fuck people watch. And I'm like, really? I mean, God bless. God bless. It's not for me. We don't kink shame.
Once again, the downfall of the current world that we live in can be taken back to the writer's strike. I have a whole thesis on it.
I've seen a lot of people say similar things, and I'm inclined to agree with that.
Butterfly effect.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I have one more good, so if you have them, go ahead and
I
fire
have
them
3
off.
more.
I'm done.
All right, I'm going to bust down my 3 in quick succession, then I'll just pass the baton to you.
Okay.
One, I fucking love that this movie is just a huge anti-capitalist message from start to finish. how it's amazing to me how much of our media is anti-capitalist in message, and somehow so many people just fucking skip it and they don't realize that was, when you were watching A Christmas Story when you were a little kid and you're seeing this rich old man not give his workers enough money, and the workers' kids are crippled and sick, and he can't even afford medical care for them. And as a kid, you're watching this going, wow, that rich guy there should be something there so the rich guy doesn't hurt these people. And then you grow up and you're like, capitalism rocks. And I'm like, what? How did you miss? It's been in our media our entire lives. This was made in 2002, so it's not like when I was a kid or anything, but it doesn't feel like all that new. And it just, I love the anti-capitalist message.
You're talking about a world of fiction, right? Capitalism is bad. Nazis are the bad guys.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's opposite world. We're supposed to hate
people
Kermit.
who don't realize that the stories that they like and that they cheer for, that they can apply those messages to their own actual life and living.
Imagine. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Or they just take a step away and look at the actual message. Like, look at Star Wars for what it is instead of just pew pew and wonk wonk. Anyways. My second one of the three, I love Kermit just losing his fucking shit. Anytime Kermit loses his shit, I'm here for it. And this movie was a spectacular example of it. He does it at several points, but like the, I wish I wasn't born scene. And he is just like, you know what? Fuck all of you. Fuck everybody. I'm tired of this fucking world.
He's like,
don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
He's like, hey, guess what? I wish I was never born. Like, he's yelling it like over and over.
Running it in every direction, telling everything he can see.
He's the most like measured and controlled like Muppet that there is, and to see him lose his shit is always very rare, but funny. Yeah.
I feel like it would be like seeing you lose your shit.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
But Peppy, I want you.
Oh, I want you to, okay.
Do not interrupt me.
Okay.
But Peppy, I want you.
Oh, I want you to, okay.
Do not interrupt me.
Okay.
It's about real estate. It's about making money, not losing it.
Okay.
I wish I'd never been born! What am I supposed to do now? I wish I'd never been born!
Okay.
I wish I'd never been born! What am I supposed to do now? I wish I'd never been born! There, I said it again. I wish I'd never been B-O-R-N born! I wish I'd never been born!
I love Kermit. And my last good note is the fact that I might not necessarily agree with her and everything, but the fact that God is a black woman, I love that.
Mm-hmm. I did too.
Whoopi Goldberg, though, maybe not the best person to pick to be God, but no, I'm not. I don't have. Any complaints.
She's, like I said, I don't necessarily agree with her on a lot of the, she's come out with some really boomer takes in the last couple years. But
poisoning gets to everybody.
I would rather see her than putting William H. Macy or whatever up there.
Yeah.
Even though he's good, but I just, if this is one of those times where, okay, sure, even if it's a little bit of tokenism or some kind of like that, cool, at least God. That's why I specifically I didn't put Whoopi Goldberg as God.
Sure,
I put a black woman as God. So.
I lied. I actually have two goods, one of which is from the very beginning that I forgot to mention. Because I have always wondered why the fuck does Kermit the Frog seem to have a pointy collar? There's no piece of anatomy like that on a frog. Yeah. And at the very beginning, when it cuts to his interview with Carson Daly, he comes back and he's like, "Yeah, so that's why I have this crazy collar." And it's a fuck you to everyone who's ever asked why the hell does Kermit the Frog have that pointy collar on his puppet. And
I always took it as part of a jester costume.
Yeah, but that makes no fucking sense, Kelly. Why would
but
that?
He is a talking frog on a stage. Him having a jester costume is the step too far.
Only one part. Only one part.
Only one
He's
part
naked.
Of it. And flesh tone jester collar.
No, that's to me what the idea always was. Is he's not naked because he's wearing a suit that is the same color as his skin, and that's the collar. It's a jester outfit that happens to be the same color as his skin, and that's how you can tell the difference.
Kelly, let me just say that you have a beautiful mind. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Your brain is doing a lot of the heavy lifting on that one for you.
My actual last good is just something at the very end that sums up the whole wholesomeness and lovableness of the Muppets. It's all said and done. The movie is essentially over, and the bear comes in, and he's like, "Hey guys, they're caroling outside and it's snowing and it's really pretty. You guys want to come?" And they all go out there, and the credits roll while they sing Christmas carols. But just the phrase, "People are caroling and it's snowing and it's really pretty," is, I was just like, "Aw."
Yeah, having a big rough and tumble character basically just be like a child and just enjoy the joy of the situation. Like, yeah, I love it.
And if that's all we have to say that's good, then that means that it's time to talk about the bad. Yeah.
I have 3.
I have one. I have one kind of big one and one smaller one.
I had 2, but you all reminded me of a third one, and it was something that is in your good column that is in my bad column, and nothing against it. It wasn't horrible, but it just didn't rub me the right way. The Matthew Lillard art guy.
Oh, funny! You should say that, because he's in my bad too. Because what a horrible French accent that he's failing.
I mean, I know it's not supposed to be. That's the joke, kinda, is that he's not. But it just lasted too long. It was a one-note joke, and it lasted a little bit too long. And because of it, I just had to watch Matthew Lillard in my mind, be embarrassing on screen for an extra long period of time.
100%.
And as much as I love Matthew Lillard, that's not the kind of comedy I expect from him. So I didn't want to. I didn't like it.
Woefully miscast, just to, hey, let's get Matthew Lillard in there, I suppose.
You could have put him somewhere else. Don't rely on him for his French accent. Let him do something else, please. Speaking of which, I'll just go right into the other guy. The other character that I found that was similarly themed was Joan Cusack. I did not like her in this because it feels like in a Muppet movie, the Muppets are the cartoon characters, and their faces aren't very expressive a lot of times. It's in their body language and in their voice and stuff. Obviously, animatronics and puppetry, the way it is. So whenever you have a human character, it feels like they gotta kind of be a little bit rooted in reality to balance out the fact that Muppets are all around them. And Joan Cusack, it felt like this entire movie felt like she was trying to be a cartoon. Her face was so extreme every time she talked. And it was just, I was like, God damn, if you keep talking like that, it's going to get stuck that way. Like you're going to have a stroke or something, lady. I don't know. It felt like the extreme of chewing the scenery, but with a cartoon filter over the top of it. And it didn't work for me. I like her. I don't mind her. She's a good actor and she's been in some really cool stuff, but I just did not like that choice in this.
I agree. I feel like she was overplaying it a little bit. I can see that for sure. Mine was the himbo that they had her with. Like he annoyed me.
Stupid.
You know, like more than he was supposed to.
Like not funny.
He just repeated whatever she said, and it was annoying. And I did not like him at all. I
mean, her goth club wasn't a bad. I mean, even though she wanted to turn it into for rave monkeys or whatever, I'm like, it's a goth club, is what it is. It's City Club in Detroit. That's a bunch of dingy basement bars that have industrial music playing and people using electrical tape as clothing.
Mm-hmm.
This my last one is it's a minor bad, but it's still like it sent off alarms in my head, and it's that, or as wholesome as the Muppets are, and yes, they are also adult comedy focused, but children love the Muppets. Kermit essentially, before he's saved by an angel, commits suicide in this movie. He just goes out into the snow and sits on a bench until he freezes to death.
He does the Jedi death suicide thing. He just what did he do? Motherfucker just didn't want to live no more.
Yeah.
He
technically he is a frog, so he bromeliated.
Oh, okay, that saves it, I suppose.
I stand corrected, 100%. That was.
He'll come back to life as soon as he's thawed out, which is what happened.
But still,
yes.
if you're a kid watching, it's like, oh my, Jesus Christ, right. Kermit just killed himself.
As a child who absolutely loved Kermit the Frog, like would have run off and joined the Muppets if given any opportunity, I would have been horribly upset by that.
Yeah.
I would have been sobbing. For sure.
But they fix it by the end.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is teaching little kids that if things aren't going well for you,
try suicide.
Just unalive yourself and God will personally step in and fix your life.
Yeah. Great.
Whoopi Goldberg will show up and fix your life for you.
With David Arquette in service.
Mm-hmm.
Save me Tom Cruise, save me David Arquette, save me Whoopi Goldberg.
There you go.
The Holy Trinity. My last bad is the note just says the creepy Whoville fuckers.
Yeah. Yep.
They're so weird. It's funny in a movie that has like Muppets and humans contorting their face in very uncomfortable ways. The most uncanny valley, the creepiest thing in this entire fucking movie are those Whoville people, because is CGI? Is it practical? Is it a combination? I don't know.
Practical.
It doesn't
Definitely
look real
practical.
though.
It's definitely practical.
Kill it with fire is what it's called. It looks.
I feel that way about the live action Grinch movies.
Yeah, the Who's are hard to look at. They're upsetting.
I can't. I don't know. I've never done it. I don't know how I'd respond if there's a movie full of these kind of people. No, I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm taking that into consideration. No.
Yes, as Keith has yet to decide how he's going to torture us for the last movie.
I'm still hoping you pull it out and just Jingle All the Way. Every year we do Jingle All the Way. I love this idea. I'm fully on board.
I'm now officially voting for the live action Grinch movie.
I'm almost wishing that I would have picked it myself first now, just to get it out of the way.
I just want to tell both of you I am bribable, so for your consideration.
Yes, both of us that need to have massive repairs to our cars and or get a new car. You're bribable. Good luck with that, bud.
I didn't say, there's no dollar amount attached to this. It's just I'm bribable, so do with that what you will. Do you have any more bad, Kelly?
I'm done.
It's time to talk about the ugly, or is it? Because
it is. I have one.
Okay, Jamie saves the segment because I didn't write down anything ugly. There's what's ugly in a Muppet
I couldn't
movie.
find it. Like I was saying, like I could have twisted it like the ugly being capitalism, but that would be like saying the an ugly in the Michael Myers movies is all the murder. That's it's not the movie fault. They didn't do something wrong. They didn't create it.
Yeah.
So
What's
your ugly?
Mine
Jamie?
is literally just the whole sequence of Fozzie trying to get to the bank. Like it was so ridiculous, and it went on for so long that I was just like, "It's Fozzie. You could have literally had him like convince himself he needs to change the bag with somebody else and move along." But no, we have him being hunted by the Steve Irwin character, going through a car wash and turning green, getting confronted by the Whoville people, having to go through lasers.
So many of my favorite parts, though. Like, okay, so the Steve Irwin guy, but also I forgot to mention the old Asian guy behind the counter.
Oh yeah,
he was in security,
good,
where he's like, "You are a bear" or something, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get my money out of the bank." Fozzie says, and he's like, "In a bank?" And he says, "Yeah, that's where my money is." He goes, "No, bear, you put honey in a tree," or something. I forget how he says it, but it was so hilarious that I'm like, it feels like this is almost icky territory, but I'm just gonna go with this is just that person's.
It's just a sweet old man with hard of hearing old man. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I lean more into Jamie's though. Like it could have been way funnier. I felt if the Steve Irwin guy actually would have shot him with the blow dart tranquilizer, and then we have a drugged Fozzie sequence would be delightful. I'm sure that they would make that very funny. But
right.
More drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a primary message. That was their Deus Ex Machina in the first movie. They saved the world by doing a shitload of drugs. So it would be on brand.
But that's literally my only ugly, and it's just because I just felt it kind of killed the pacing there for a little minute.
It is a long.
Yeah, I'm with you. There were a few. This movie was by far from perfect. There were a lot of segments that were 5 minutes long where I'm just kind of like, all right.
Yeah.
But so that's our good, bad, and ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that we have some questions to answer. We end our show by answering 3 questions and then 1 question, which some people might consider that 4 questions, but I like to consider it 3 + 1 questions. The first question of the 3 would be, if you were to replace the entire cast of this movie with Muppets, but keep one human actor, who would it be?
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but for this round, I think we give this a buzzer.
I can't do it.
It's a Muppet movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally, this is where that question turns other movies into Muppet movies. This is already a Muppet movie, so it's fine the way it is.
Yep.
Second question is, What would the promotional popcorn bucket for this look like?
Jeez.
The Goth Club.
Oh, that would be good.
Kermit upside down and you eat the popcorn out of his ass. Next question.
I think you've said that for every Muppet thing we've done, because you.
And I will continue saying it for every Muppet thing that we do.
Kermit holding himself open like
Yes.
Goatsy.
Yes.
Yes.
We always end up coming back to Kermit Goatsy.
Hey,
We always end up coming back to
They
Kermit
say that you should visualize what you want in the world. So that's going to be my answer.
Kermit
every
Goatsy
time.
is what you want, huh?
Yes. Full
That's
of
on
popcorn.
record now.
Full of popcorn.
All right.
It is definitely on record now, Keith.
Our last question before the final question, so not really the last question, but the last one of this section is, what is your most valuable part? Could be a person, could be a character, could be an actor, could be the set design, could be the color of somebody's shoes. But what is your most valuable part?
I don't want to steal your thunder, but oh my God, it's so Miss Piggy.
That's not stealing my
fucking
thunder.
love her.
That's celebrating an amazing woman.
I think this is going to be one of those unanimous ones because I have to agree. Rare form standout Miss Piggy in this one. She had some of the best.
She was the
lines.
star of the show.
Yeah,
This was the Miss Piggy show, and she's shown she was wonderful in this. She was funny, she was engaging, she was tough as shit. The fight with her and Joan Cusack where they do the overdubbing
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
karate movies. Oh, fun. I mean, it was like one of those where you're like, it wasn't laugh out loud funny, but cool. We got to see Miss Piggy.
This was the Miss Piggy
in
I
a
grew
kung
up
fu movie.
wanting to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be Miss Piggy. This is the Miss Piggy I wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to give a runner-up status to Pepe just because he was a big part of the plot in this movie.
Yes, he
and
was.
So he spoke a lot more than usual, and like I said, I love his little Pepe-isms of "you know" and "okay" and after everything he says. And it was,
Herman.
yeah, it got me. He was pretty good. So runner-up.
He could have
Pepe.
easily fucked it up, and he didn't.
Yeah, right.
This could have been really bad for him, but hey, good. All right, so those are our 3 questions, and that leaves us with the final question, which really could be argued is the only question that really matters. So when it comes to A Very Muppet Christmas, did you enjoy it, and would you give it a thumbs up?
You really want to do this? Here. Now? Yes. Okay. Let's do it!
Yeah, I give it a thumbs up. It's not the best Muppet thing, it's not my favorite Muppet thing, but it's solid. I don't think I've ever seen a bad Muppet thing. So it's easy to give this a thumbs up. Anything Muppets, you should probably just watch it. What about you, Kelly?
Absolutely thumbs up. Again, I'm right there with you. It might not be my favorite Muppet thing ever, but this is the Miss Piggy show. This is the Miss Piggy Muppet movie. And as much as I love Miss Piggy, this was a slam dunk.
Absolutely. Yep.
What about you, Jamie?
100% thumbs up. Loved this movie.
Perfect.
It is not the best Muppet movie I've seen, but it's just good Muppet fun. Just nice. You sit down, you enjoy it, and you go on with your life.
Good solid ratio of jokes to time invested. They had really good production quality. And anytime you get to see Miss Piggy and Kermit and the crew doing their thing. I feel Fozzie definitely got sidelined in this movie a lot compared to
Yeah.
Gonzo. A lot of the side cast really, it was mainly the Kermit and Piggy show, which you love to see them be able to take the front and center stage, but you also you never know how many more Muppet movies you're going to get. So you want to see more of those side characters too. And yeah, so those were our thoughts on A Very Muppet Christmas. We enjoyed it. We liked it a lot. We had a good time watching it. This is one of those movies where we didn't talk a lot during the movie because we were just having a good time watching it. And unlike the watching Home Alone 2 where our running commentary made the movie bearable, this movie held its own and didn't require any extra seasoning after it sat down on the table.
Yeah, it does seem the more we talk through a movie, the less likely we are to give it thumbs up. Or if we do, it's because of our conversation.
We're trying to find something to entertain ourselves with.
Right.
So yeah, that is Jamie's pick for our Screen Share All the Way Holiday Christmas Extravaganza. Next week is going to be Keith's pick. And we finally get the answer to the question, will Keith make us watch Jingle All the Way every year like his grand vision our first Christmas season, he wanted us to watch Jingle All the Way every year and review it again every year. It was so much that we even named the segment, the Christmas season, after it. I'm curious if he's going to
Which makes more sense why we
peer
would
pressure.
go a different direction, because misdirection is key.
Yeah, and
yes.
There is new information has come to light that Kelly might gag if he has to watch a whole movie of Who people. So that is churning in the data now. But
and he's
we'll
such
see.
a big fan of Jim Carrey too, so you know.
I will.
I don't mind Jim Carrey. He's all right. There's some stuff I've seen Jim Carrey in that have been really, like, The Mask was a lot of fun. And
however, I am not going to spill the beans until the moment we gather to watch the movie. So,
Boo!
yep, I'm going to keep the anticipation going for a whole 24 plus hours.
But those of you who follow the
Christ.
pod, if you see that I get arrested, then you know which one he picked, or if Kelly got arrested, you know which one he picked, so you know.
Yeah.
Fair.
Podcaster killed slang fellow podcast host, and you see the name of the podcast and you're like, oh, can't wait to hear next week's episode.
Right.
Ooh, somebody else's pain for entertainment. Eat the rat, eat the rat. Anyways, yeah, so I look forward to finding out what the final tally in our big huge drama that happens next week. And like the rest of you, I will be waiting on the edge of my seat to find out. But until next week, for Screen Share and Show, I'm Kelly.
I'm Keith.
I'm scared, but I'm also Jamie.
Don't eat the rat.
Yeah.
Just enjoy Christmas. Don't eat the rat.
And if you're gonna make the mayor blow you, let him finish his speech first.
It's funnier if you don't.
Excuse me, Commander. If you don't stop this, I'm going to call the police. You go ahead, call them!
Don't say dirty, it's too easy.